Hey everybody, I'm Tim here with the CAO OSA, and you're watching Cigars Daily. I want to invite you to get even more out of all of our videos now when you watch them on CigarsDailyPlus.com, where you can even leave your rating for a cigar right next to mine underneath each review video. CAO Cigars cut their teeth and made their name by crafting cigars with tobaccos from all over the world. They're the number one, hey, we're going to give you an exotic flavor profile brand. And it's exciting when you find a cigar with tobacco from Italy or somewhere that you didn't even think of to get premium cigar tobacco. And today's cigar, the OSA, which stands for female bear in Spanish, actually uses tobacco from a very special farm that's right on the border of Honduras and Nicaragua. It should give it a special character, and my big question about the CAO OSA is, can it produce an exotic flavor that's interesting and diverse enough to compete with so many quality boutique cigars on the market? And the only way to find out is with a cut in the light. Opening up here, I get a really nice flavor profile with a couple of good characteristics, especially right here at light up. Flavor notes, very robust. The profile, very medium bodied, not overwhelmingly strong, not really light or mild or anything like that. And the notes on this thing, it comes out really strong chocolate notes with some cinnamon and a very light pepper on the retrohale, but almost as light as it can be without it being there. I don't get a tremendous amount of pepper, just present enough to notice it. That's nice at opening and definitely has some space to grow. So let's jump into the first third and see where this takes us. So, being fully into the flavor is an intriguing spot with this thing because certainly it's still very chocolate and cinnamon forward, and a couple other notes join the mix here, but not very well balanced. They're kind of hiding out in the background. One of them being espresso and the other one being a floral note, and that's not very typical with these medium-bodied, very chocolatey flavors. That is actually sort of stands out to me as something a little different than what I normally find in a medium-bodied chocolatey cigar. And if I could bitch about one thing on this thing, it would be the burn. I've already had to touch up the burn in the first third, which has not been my experience with this cigar from stick to stick. I've smoked a number of these, but certainly it's something I want to keep an eye on now as we head into the second third. So I'm puffing through the halfway point here, and there goes the ash, right as I started talking about it. But first of all, I gotta tell you, flavor measures up great on this cigar. In the second third, I'm getting the typical pinnacle of really good flavor, more balance now in those notes, and really that floral note sort of fell away. It was just kind of hanging on by a thread and then fell away. But now espresso has come up to join chocolate, cinnamon, and now espresso, a nice sweetness and a nice medium-bodied flavor profile overall. No real transitions in this coming into the middle, which is not terrible because for a medium-bodied cigar, there's plenty to appreciate about it. Now take a look at the wrapper on this with me. This beautiful, dark, sort of chocolate brown wrapper leaf is that San Augustine Olancho tobacco. It was grown just for this cigar, and it's a beautiful presentation, an oily leaf with medium thick veins on it. And of course, with CAO, you always know you're going to get some kind of flashy band on the thing to stand out and pop off the shelf at you. Now we're going to cruise into the final third, where this thing can hang on to flavor or lose a bunch of flavor and probably a bunch of points. So let's jump into the final third and see where this takes us and what kind of score it gets. All right, and here we are coming into the last tiny bit of the CAO OSA, and this thing has had some strength jump up, although not as much as I usually get in a cigar. This hasn't gone from medium to full-bodied, it's gone from medium to medium plus, and flavor-wise, certainly the sweetness has fallen away, a lot's fallen away. Really, the flavor profile now is dark chocolate with no real sweetness and a little bit of coffee in there, which is not really all that bad for the final third. My biggest issues with this cigar had to do with construction. I sort of had to touch it up throughout. It was almost like a high maintenance girlfriend. I was like, hey, how about some flavor? And it was like, why don't you touch me up first? And in addition to that, I didn't find like a tremendous amount of diversity in this flavor profile. No real transitions or anything, but at the same time, that's not everybody's bag of tea. And so my final smoking time on this has been 1 hour and 27 minutes on this Toro size, and my final score came out to an 86. I certainly think that if you're looking for a medium-bodied cigar with a really great example of dark chocolate and cinnamon, this is going to give you that in spades and give it to you all day long. But the big thing that matters and what we really care about here is what you guys think about this. So if you've had the CAO OSA, please drop a comment down below with your opinion, because we all learn better when we learn together. And I want to thank all of you who support Cigars Daily. It's changed our world. Please check this video out on cigarsdailyplus.com and leave your rating of the OSA right beneath mine underneath the video. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Tim signing off for Cigars Daily, and I will see you in the comments.